Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you all are good. So today here we are back with a new video on our architecture series, and this is going to be video number 18, and the topic is line style, object style, line pattern and line weights. Okay. So very soon I will be starting drafting part. I will give you tips and tricks how you can make your drawing effective, because if you are not able to represent your drawing, you will not be able to represent yourself. Okay. So before starting drafting, there are many things that come into picture. You need to understand what are all these options that Revit provides you and how it controls your project. Okay. For example, I want to see how this plan will be printed, and I know there is a preview option, but again, each object in Revit has a different line weight, and that line weight, where you will come here in manage. When you go here in object style, you see here that there is a line weight that is defined to each of the element. If you see here, walls projection says 1, cut pattern says 3. Now this is the plan, and this plan is set at level 1. So this is the projection that you see here. If I take a section, if I cut this, what you will see from the other end, it will be a cut pattern. Okay, so in that case, if you go at the bottom line, projection 3 will be applied for the line weight, and 1 will be applied for projection, for 3 will be applied for a cut pattern. Okay, this is one thing. Second, but you must be asking question to yourself, what is this 1, what is this 3, what does this do to the elements? Okay, so to answer that, again you will go in manage and you will come here in additional settings, and you see that there is line weights. Okay, and Revit has defined 16 line weights. Okay, for example, this is what scale 1:100, right? And this is also 1:100, just because I showed you that the projection line weight of wall is 1. So what will happen? It will have a thickness of 0.1 mm. If I keep the projection line style in object style as a 16, it will have 9 mm. Let us first check that. What I will do, I will first go here and I will keep this line weight as 16, and then I will apply. Once I apply, what I will do, I will press TL, and once I press TL, see, this is what happens. Okay, there is a line weight of 16 mm that is applied to this plan, because of which it looks so bulgy. Okay, and I have pressed the TL, which is the shortcut of thick line. If I press TL again, it will come back to normal and it will display the basic line style. Okay, but if you want to see how those line weights will reflect in the drawing when you print, so for that purpose you will press TL, which is thick line. Okay, let us keep this back to normal and see what will happen. I'll go down, and then here 16, I'll keep it as 1, and see what will happen now. Again, this has come back to normal. I'll come out of the command by pressing TL again, and now everything looks clean. It's not bold. Okay, this is one thing. But you must be asking again a question: what if we require a custom scale line weight? A custom scale line weight. See, for example, if you say that you have to keep the scale as 1:55, so in that case, what Revit will do? Revit will take the nearest scale line weight. Okay, so 1:55 means what? 1:50 is the nearest. So if you keep 1 for 1:55 scale, it will adopt 0.18 mm of line weight. Okay, so you cannot increase this, but Revit gives you the option to increase, to add the scale. For example, if I want to add 1:100, if I press OK, again Revit will give me, again Revit will add the scale for that. Okay, again you need to decide what line weight you will set. And then what if you decide, okay, 16 line weight has to be somewhat different? That also you can control from here. For example, 16 line weight means it will be of 10 mm. Okay, if you want to change this, simply you can define the value, and then in this case here, that will be the line weight that will be applied to it. Okay, this is with respect to perspective, this is with respect to annotation. Okay, so I hope this concept is clear. Okay, I hope this concept is clear. This is the maximum line weight that 16 line weight will have. Okay, but then again you can decide here what you want to keep. Instead of keeping it as 10, this is the initial project, a random project. So for that purpose, instead of 10, they have controlled 16 line weight as 9 mm. Okay, so this is very, very important, line weight, because each element should have a different line weight, and how you will control it through additional settings. And then here you will define what scale will have which line weight, and then you will go here in object style, and accordingly you will decide it. Okay, fine. But there is one more thing that Revit provides. One is line style as well as line pattern. Okay, for example, I will create a new line pattern now. Okay, there are so many line patterns which Revit gives us, but I will create one more, and I will give this name as rise and shine. Okay, rise and shine. I will say that it has to be dot. Okay, let us give us dash, and then it has to be space. After that it has to be dot, and then it has to be space. After that it has to be dash, and then space. Okay, I need to define this dash will be of what length. I will say 0.6 mm. Okay, and space I will say 0.6 mm. For dot, no value is required, it will be coming as a dot. Okay, space of 0.6, dash of 0.6, dash of 0.6. I have created a new line pattern. I will simply apply it, and you can see here that there is dash space dot space dash space, that I have created a new line pattern. Okay, so many line patterns are there now. One I have created new, which is rise and shine. I will close it, and now as I have created a line pattern, that line pattern will be seen in line style. Okay, I will create a new category. Here there is no rise and shine line style. I created a line pattern. But now I have to create a line style for this. So for that purpose, what I will do, I will go here in model categories. I will write here rise and shine. Okay, once I do that, the line pattern that I created, it can be selected here, and then I can go here and I will select rise and shine. After that, I can decide what will be the line weight of that one, what will be the line color of that one, and then if I press OK, a new line style has been created. You can press LI, which is the shortcut for line, and then you can select the line style rise and shine, and just draw big, and it will come here. Okay, so these, for example, now here this is a line, but what if I am annotating and I want to show these lines as dotted line? I can simply press LW, which is the shortcut for line work. I can decide that this particular line has to be rise and shine, and if I do that, this became dotted, this became dotted, this became dotted, this became dotted. This is how you can control the line style, line pattern, line weight. Okay, this is very, very important, because at the end of the day, when you are there annotating, there will be so many elements which will be back and forth. You want to show the element which is behind in dotted line. Again, this thing will work. Okay, after that, what if you decide that you don't want to show this line? In that case, again, line work. You can go here and you can select this invisible line. You can simply press it, and that line will go, just to create an opening. Okay, I mean that 3D element, it's there, but for the annotation purpose, you have hide it. I mean, you cannot hide a simple if you try to select this, entire wall will be hidden. I mean, this is again a part of drafting. All these techniques you have to learn. Okay, so what I can do, I can simply hide it, and this has become an open space now. Okay, I have just hidden the line of that wall, but the wall, it's there in 3D. Okay, so these are the techniques which I will teach you once we will start with the annotation part. Mostly people don't pay attention to what is line style, what is line weight, line pattern, and how the object style controls the project, and they struggle. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show it to you. Again, you can explore, you can change the color also. So that's it from me. I hope this video was useful to you. Let us rise and shine together. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you so much, Linus. Thank you.